Hey guys, NintendoCapriSun here, and welcome back to Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Justice for All. In the last episode, if you didn't see it, well, you missed something big. I had a game over, accompanied by a rather loud, obnoxious meltdown. And, I was screaming, well, I mean, not angrily, of course. I was more surprised than anything. So anyway, I got back to where I was. But I was thinking about it in between videos as I was editing, as I went back to edit, and two big things come to mind. First of all, when this question first came up, my immediate response was the hat. You probably heard me say it. I know I heard myself say it, and for some reason I just dismissed it. Well, I dismissed it because, like, what we were trying to do was figure out how the story contradicted what Mo saw. Because Mo saw the bust float up into the air with the hat still on it, and yet the hat was found at the scene. And my explanation for that was, well, he saw it go up with the hat, but the hat just fell off on the way up. And so that would make sense. That would explain why the hat was at the scene and why Mo saw what he saw, so there was no need to look into it any further. But then the thought crossed my mind, well, didn't the bust have a hat on it? So then there would actually be two hats there. But as far as everyone here knows, Mo still saw him go up with the hat, which would beg the question of why was the hat found at the scene if Mo saw him float up with the hat. So anyway, present some evidence to the court that backs your claims. So I think this time we're going to go with the hat. Now the other thing, before I do this, before I go jumping into this, if this turns out to be it, I sure hope so. Because if this ain't it, then I'm, like, screwed beyond all recognition. And I don't want to imagine what that would leave me looking like, because I already look pretty bad as it is. The other thing, get to it, Tim. The other thing is this. The note. Okay, the note that was on the bulletin board. Originally, Acro left that note for Virginia. Let me look at that note real quick. Where is it? You haven't forgotten what happened 6 months ago, have you? I have conclusive evidence of what took place. Meet at 10 p.m. tonight at the Lodging House Plaza. He left this note for Regina. Is it possible that maybe he was trying to kill Regina instead of the headmaster? Because he has no motive for killing the headmaster, and that's what's been bothering me about this whole thing. But Regina, on the other hand, that would explain, number one, why he left the note for her, why he left it in her pocket, and number two, that would explain what his motive is, because he was jealous, and we know we've been over this. So select your answer. Here we go. The problem is Max's three symbols. You know, the silk hat, the cloak, and the white roses. Those symbols were a problem numerous times during yesterday's proceedings. Yesterday, there were two contradictions in Mo's testimony. The silk hat was one, the white roses were the other. But the theory I just presented explains all these contradictions. You fool, do you ever shut up? I don't know. I guess not. Max's silk hat was found at the crime of the scene. The crime of the scene, yep. However, remember what Mo said yesterday. He testified that the criminal he saw fleeing the scene was wearing a silk hat. There's only one explanation for that. The silk hat that Mo saw was actually the bust. Yup. That's what's going on there. Makes sense. If you look at it that way, then he did see the silk hat. Well, sort of. Oh, boy. Fine, you got one, but what about the other contradiction? The other contradiction? Remember what that ventriloquist said in court? He said he witnessed white roses on Max's chest that night. But the clown's testimony doesn't match. The clown said there were no white roses. No white chocolate. I'd like to see you try and explain that one away. Oh, shit. Well, I hope so, Phoenix, because I sure can't. What was that? Please recall the instant when the cloak snagged onto the bust. Yeah, that really weird moment. I can kind of see this now, watching it back over again. Because it would have knocked his head down so fast that the cloak would have possibly come undone and just be floating there. And with the air resistance, it would kind of just float over to wherever. Yeah. Do you get it yet? If the cloak got snagged onto the front of the bust, it means that the white roses would end up on the back of the bust. Jeez. Which explains why Mo didn't see it. The white roses were not visible because they were on the back side of the bust. Good going, Phoenix. Dear God. So was that not the last question after all? This is quite the shocking state of affairs. Mr. Wright's theory still sounds a bit absurd to me. However, let's just keep going down this road for a while and see where it leads. Let's do this, Nick. Then maybe Von Karma will finally throw in the towel. She would never do that willingly. It's amazing we even got her to shut up at the end of the last case. I'm still thinking when she's gonna, like, bang her head against the wall like her dad did. Do I mind what? Mm-hmm. Yes, I did. Is there something making you think that I didn't? If you did, then maybe you'll understand why I think you're off track. Why is that? Motive? Yeah, here we go. Yes. Anyone with any relation to the circus is well aware of this. Well, there you go. Your Honor, I'd like you to hear Acro's story. Learn about his relationship with the ringmaster, and his life up until now. Jeez, do we really have to go through all this? Yeah, I know. Well, to these characters, it must be really complicated. But I'm telling you, that note is the key to this whole thing. After recess. Look at that, I was right there. That was the last question before the save point. But there's a whole nother section here to go through. Jeez, man, I thought we were really done there. Okay, let's go on. We're not finishing on New Year's Eve, that's for sure. I can't believe it. Acro! It's pretty shocking, isn't it? It definitely is, and to think he was always the most straightforward of the group. Jeebus, unbelievable. Acro tried to pin the murder on you on purpose. He did? Psst, psst. My, he's just a little twerp, isn't he? Well, that's one way to put it. What? You're gonna ignore me after I went to all this trouble to bring you some evidence? What? Ah, forget it. I'm going home. This guy deserves to be guilty anyways. Now, detective, I'm sorry. Why don't you relax a little? We've got some really tasty milk. How about a card trick, detective? Ugh. Don't placate me like I'm your mother, boy. What? Now, about that evidence you mentioned, yeah. Because that's all that really matters here. Oh, he got it! He got the blue creeper face. This was yesterday in Acro's room. The result of our investigation. You can look at it later. Won't Von Karma be mad that you're doing this? That's why this is all a secret. Huh? Look, details are on a need-to-know basis, and we're not really allies or anything. But everything that's happened in court up until now has gone according to our plan. Huh. Yeah? You'll figure it out eventually, pal. Yesterday, our final plans were put into place. What? Oh, you got it. Really? Judgment comes at the very last instant. That's it? Okay. What did he mean by that? The very last instant part. Oh, one more thing before I go. What is it? It looks like there's a large care package from the circus for the defendant. For me? It's milk. The reception area looks like some kind of dairy. So hurry up and drink it before it spoils. An entire dairy's worth of milk for me? I hope you're not lactose intolerant, because I'm not going to want to be around to smell those poops. I tell you, I drink one glass of chocolate milk and I get diarrhea for 3 days. This court is now in session. Shall we continue our proceedings? Miss Von Karma, please continue from where you left off. Acro's testimony starting with his relationship to the victim. This is going to be boring as hell. Nobody cares about Acro. Yes, Your Honor. Fine. Let's hear your freaking life story here. Or whatever this is. Just do me a favor, don't ask questions and you don't want the answer to. I thought I had a sneeze for a second there. Then it went away. I could still feel it tingling up there though. When we were little, we were abandoned by our parents. That's when the ringmaster of the Very Big Circus, Russell Berry, took us in. I became an acrobat at around 9 years old. I wanted to find a way to repay the ringmaster. That was my sole purpose in life. Okay. You're such a thoughtful young man. Yeah, I can see that. I wonder how anyone could think that Acro could kill the man he held in such esteem. You are absolutely right. How can anyone think that, Mr. Wright? Which is why there's no real need for a cross-examination, is there? Ugh. Do you really have to do that every single time? It's like, oh, no, you're not getting a cross-examination. That was totally convincing. I wouldn't even have a job at this point if I wasn't cross-examining every single thing. Nope, I just know my rights and I'm not afraid to use them. So excuse me. Very well, Mr. Wright. Cross-examine the witness. Oh, no. When we were little, we were abandoned by our parents. Okay. More on this, please. We. Yes, my brother Sean and I. Okay. You have a brother? Dude! Have you even been paying? Oh my god, you crazy. Crazy man. Wow, that sucks. Your parents were very cruel, weren't they? Nowadays, we aren't bitter about what happened to us, because it allowed us to meet the wonderful people of the Very Big Circus, the BBC. Nick the Judge is getting misty-eyed. He's got a soft spot for sob stories, it looks like. Ow! There's no crying in court. Let's keep going. Dear God. The witness may proceed with his testimony. That's when the ringmaster of the Very Big Circus, Russell Berry, took us in. Hold it. Hold your berries. An uncle, a father, and a big brother all rolled up into one. Wow. The ringmaster and my brother were the only family I had. What about other people at the circus? This was over 15 years ago. Back then, there were very few customers coming in, so no one really had the time to look after us. They were worried about other things. Wow, that sounds like a... Did she actually say that? She said, what a beautiful story. Oh my gosh, jeez. It's Von Karma, you shouldn't be acting so human. Everybody's falling for it. Yeah, I know. Oh, I shouldn't be recording so late. I need to get to bed. I mean, I woke up at 3:30 this morning, and now it's 11:44 p.m. So I did take a nap, but still, I've been off track lately. So, he became an acrobat at around 9 years old. I want to find a way to repay. Wait, let me go back. For some reason, I thought that was the first statement. I was trying to get back to the third one. You started off as an acrobat at that early of an age. I begged the ringmaster until he finally agreed to let me do it. Ever since then, I've been in incredible physical shape. That's also when I decided to form a group with my brother. We call ourselves the Flying Dinglingberries. It's nearly a household name. I've even heard of them in Germany. What a... You know it, man. Oh. Okay. It's man, I know. It's okay. I wanted to find a way to repay the ringmaster. That was my sole purpose in life. Alright. How could you ask such a thing, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Do you have some sort of fundamental misunderstanding of this witness's testimony? Or the heartfelt emotions contained within? You better think about this, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You better think hard. Dude, no! What? Oh, if you don't stop doing that, I swear. I'm gonna grab that thing. No matter how you look at it, there's no way I could see this witness ever taking the victim's life. Whoosh! Did she just whip nobody there? Exactly. I've been waiting for you to say that, Your Honor. Damn it. Yeah, well, jeez. Problem is, I don't think he killed the ringmaster now. Or at least I don't think he wanted to. I don't think he meant to. He was trying to kill someone else. What was Acro's motive for killing the ringmaster? How about it? Can you explain that to me? Motive for killing the ringmaster? Yeah, I can't provide one. Because it's not the ringmaster he was trying to kill. Your Honor, the reason that Acro killed the ringmaster is something that can't be proven. What? That's because Acro had no reason to kill the ringmaster at all. Your foolish attempts to fool us like foolish fools are so foolhardy foolish. Heartedly foolish, my bad. Did you forget, you made an accusation against this witness, did you not? I believe it was, this is the real killer of Russellberry Ringmaster. If you want to jump to the end of things, then yes, that sounds about right. The end of things? It's the end of the world as we know. You didn't plan to kill the Ringmaster at all, did you? The Ringmaster wasn't your target that night. Sweet. What did you just say? I'm saying that the target of this witness's murder plot was not the Ringmaster. He did not plan to kill Russellberry. I did. No. Okay, nose blow time. Damn it, Nose, you've been such a bitch today. Okay. Order. Bailiff, I don't care who it is. Smack anyone who's loud in the face. Twice if you must. Mr. Wright, what in the world are you trying to do to my court? Mr. Phoenix Wright, what in the world are you trying to do to his court? Are you attempting to imply that Acro was trying to kill someone else? Actually... Oh, shit. Okay. What do I present here? The note? Or Regina's profile? Took me to evidence, so I'm gonna try the note. This is... Ow! My evidence! Ow! What are you doing? Ow! There's 14 more where that came from. 14! Hold it right there. You can take your time with the other 14 later. Please. Judge. Take your time with the other 14? You can't be serious. Oh, I'm so scared of what will happen I can't even move to give him the evidence. Okay, that wasn't it. He asked you for something. Where are your manners, Phoenix Wright? Are you attempting to imply that Acro was trying to kill someone else? Regina. Let's try that. Regina Berry. This young girl is the Ringmaster's daughter, correct? Acro. You were really aiming for her that night, weren't you? I'm actually sort of glad that I'm getting some of these wrong now, because some of these wrong choices, like when you make the wrong choice, you get some really funny dialogue with it. Ugh. He could easily answer that question. If I'm wrong, all he has to do is say you're wrong. That's it. That's it, huh, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Enough, Mr. Wright. Allow me to... I knew it. I knew that was coming that time. Even though it's happening like every 15 seconds, so all I'd really have to do is just say, it's about to happen, it's about to happen, it's about to happen, it's about to happen. And I would be right like 1 out of those 10 times. Okay. Wow. Show me evidence now! I want to know why Acro would want to kill Regina Berry. Yes, me too. I demand to see some proof. Oh, man. Okay, now we present the note. Acro, do you have any recollection of seeing this? It's bad is what it is, sir. It's a piece of paper that we found inside the ringmaster's tailcoat. Inside the victim's tailcoat? Acro wrote this note. It's ironically entitled, "To the Murderer." His purpose was to call someone to the plaza at 10 p.m. This is big. So you're saying that he called Russell Berry with that note? Nope. There's just one little problem. Acro did indeed place this note into someone's pocket. However, that someone was not the ringmaster. You mean it wasn't for the... That's exactly what I said. The person this note was intended for was none other than Regina Berry. Yeah, they're talking now. Order! Mr. Reed, this little theory of yours. It's the truth, Your Honor. It isn't a theory. Simply put, Regina didn't think the note was meant for her. Which is why, the morning of the crime, she placed it on the cafeteria bulletin board. That's when her father, I mean the ringmaster, read the note. Yup, that's correct. The ringmaster ended up in that plaza instead of Regina. And he was killed because of that mistake. Instead of Regina. That's incredible! Isn't it, though? Isn't it, Judge? Isn't it the most amazing thing you've ever heard? Now, do you believe me? Or do you still think he flew? Don't even tell me you still think he flew after that. Not after that. Remember the testimony that Acro gave us earlier today? Lifting the bust and looking out the window would have been impossible. There's no way I could have exerted that kind of force on my lower body. If I were to do that, I'd end up falling out the window myself. Acro had no idea who it was that arrived in the plaza, because he couldn't look down out of his window to see. I've got it! I've got it! Acro thought it was Regina down in the plaza. That's when he let the bust fly. I've seen a horse fly! Hey, Nick. Isn't Regina listening to all of this from the audience? She is, unfortunately. It's only going to get harsher from here. I hope Regina can handle it. Yeah, it's too bad they don't show, like, audience shots. Well, I guess they sort of do with the murmuring, but still, Acro wrote this note to Regina.
Objection!
Foolishly foolish fool with foolishly foolish fool ideas of foolish tomfoolery. You're so foolish you made even me sound like a foolhardy fool. Very well, Mr. Phoenix Wright. If you're so sure, then tell us about this line. I have conclusive evidence of what took place. Uh-huh. That's a line in the note, all right. Well, then if the note was sent to Regina Berry, it must mean that this note is declaring that Regina Berry is a murderer. You just don't get it, do you? What? What did you just say? The ringmaster knew what the note meant, which is why he went to the plaza in place of his lovely daughter. There you go. He took the fall for her. Well, more or less took the blow, I guess. Most fathers would probably do the same. What is this incident that is alluded to in the note? Oh, are we really... Oh, boy. I know all about it, but man... And now I'm more than ready to show this court what happened at that time. I sure hope so, moron. Wait, are you sure that it relates to the present case? It does indeed, Your Honor. Everything in this case has its start in what happened 6 months ago. Next time... No, I gotta stop that. Okay, really, Nick? I think so. Well, if that's the case, hurry up and tell us about it. What is this conclusive evidence mentioned in the note? I know, I'd certainly like to know what it is. If I can't answer that question, the judge is going to think I'm bluffing! The conclusive evidence about the incident 6 months ago is actually... probably this. That scarf stained with his blood and a small... What?! Pepper? Who said anything about Pepper being on the... I didn't know that. Was that always there? Oh my gosh. What? This is it? Well, why would we have Pepper on it? I kind of figured that I'd try to get rid of evidence I didn't need anymore. Shit. Shit. Maybe I got ahead of myself again? Please present this conclusive evidence, Mr. Wright. I'm almost to the big climax of this case, which means no matter what, I can't mess up again. The conclusive evidence about the incident 6 months ago is actually... Ooh. Okay. What conclusive evidence did Acro have that proves Regina is it like... Ugh. I don't know, dude. Maybe this is when I'm supposed to present the Pepper? I don't know what that really has to do with anything, though. But there was Pepper on the scarf, so apparently Pepper was involved somehow. Is the Pepper the reason that the lion bit him on the head, maybe? Achoo, achoo, achoo. Dude, he's already sneezing and now you're whipping him at the same time as he's sneezing? What is this, 50 Shades of Grey? Oh, I'm sorry, I did not just make a reference to that. See, once again, I'm filming this on February 15th, which is like 2 days after that movie came out. So, of course, by the time you guys see it, it's probably going to be like the middle of April. And everyone will have forgotten about it by then. So, I mean, yeah, wishful thinking, right? What kind of spicy joke is this, Mr. Phoenix Wright? It isn't a joke at all, straight mouth. Just the decisive evidence you asked for. What do you mean? The victim would arrive and try to take away the wooden box. That's when they discover the decisive evidence found inside. It's unbelievable if you say so. Are you claiming Regina Berry killed someone with a small bottle of pepper? Taking the note into account, that's the only logical conclusion you can draw. But if he planned to drop it on her head... Like, how did he know she wouldn't just take the pepper out and walk away with it? I don't know. Whatever. If you're so sure, Mr. Phoenix Wright, then answer this question. Who was Regina Berry's intended victim? Regina Berry's intended victim? Well, she ended up killing Bat. Or not killing him, but, you know, injuring him. Huh. Let me check that scarf again. This Bat's scarf, stained with his blood and a small quantity of pepper. I mean, if there's pepper on it, someone put that there deliberately. And I'm assuming that was her pepper. So maybe she put it on there knowing that it would make the lion bite his head. But she was like his boyfriend, wasn't she? No, wait a minute. Well, yeah, well, he had a crush on her. I don't know if she felt the same way, but... Regina Berry's intended victim. I mean, I don't know, man. Was she trying to kill Acro to, like, get him out of the way? Because if she planned to kill a person by having a lion chomp on their head, that's pretty ridiculous considering that Bat was the only one who ever willingly put his head in there. I mean, Bat ended up being the victim of what Regina was doing, but I don't think she wanted to kill him. Did she? Maybe. I mean, he's the only one that's, like, connected to any of this. Yet, I don't understand why she would want to kill him. But I don't know what else to say. Nobody else would have put their head in the lion. Who is this? That is Acro's younger brother. What does this prove? His younger brother isn't dead. Technically, that's true. However, Bat has been in a coma for 6 months now. It's not a stretch to see how Acro could feel that his brother is dead. Do you spend your entire life dreaming of new ways to be a fool? Naturally, the prosecution has looked into Acro's brother. 6 months ago, he was bit by a lion and fell into his current comatose state. A lion? Surely you're lying about that. Miss Regina Berry is an animal tamer by... Is there any particular reason why she calls her Regina there just now? However, no tamed animal in that position is ever trained to attack another human. They wouldn't understand the command. Moreover, Miss Regina could never do something like that. It's just not in her. Yeah, well, maybe she didn't. I don't know. So then what happened to Acro's brother? He's not the victim of an attempted murder. He's the victim of an accident. I see. Now what do we do? No one seems to be going along with your theory. Do you think what happened to Bat was actually an accident? Oh, boy. Was it more than that? I think it was just an accident. Well, shoot. It could have been just an accident. I think it was just an accident. I suppose it was truly an accident. It's essential that a man knows when to give up, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Shit. Instigating a lion to attack? Who ever heard of something like that? And to think that the defense complained this was conclusive evidence. A small bottle of pepper, a lion. What's their connection?